Hello everyone, my name's Chill Gaming. This is Soulmask, my first look. What's it all about? What are you doing it? Come and join me. Okay, so this is Soulmask, the main menu. You can load games. Now I'm going to go over that in a moment. You've got online. I'm just going to stick to the solo. And you've got two maps. You've got Cloud Mist Forest and Shifting Sands. Now this is the Shifting Sands is the one that has the boats and the ships and stuff like that. Cloud Mist Forest, as far as I know, on a solo game, doesn't have that. And I don't think you can transport across unless there's some mechanic in the game. I know if you've got servers and stuff which you can figure out how to set up, then you can jump across to either one, or servers in the game may let you. Now, if you go onto this server, it has something similar to BattleEye or GameSpy or something it calls to stop cheating. So you have to accept that because on Steam, which is what platform I'm on, when you launch, it says to disable it. That you can play it by disabling it, but they put that in to obviously prevent cheating. Now, it's got on a solo game a character inheritance. Now, I've played around with that and created a wilderness and a Shifting Sands game. Now, when you create them, so when you go into this and you say, look, I want to create a game, and go to the next item, and you go through all of this stuff, you've got down here, it says inherit character from local save. Now, I can choose any one of my latest saves. This is being the default. I gave it a name, but for whatever reason, it didn't remember it. But this is where it puts it. So I can then, if you inherit characters from, they retain all their levels, the skills that they've got, and whatever's in their inventory. And it brings it across to your new game. So it saves you a whole load of leveling, guys. Just a little tip for you, that is. It's up to you how you want to do it. But I'm going to now jump into the Shifting Sands, and then I'll show you the Wilderness one as well, how far I've got to on that, just to show you what it's about. So Soulmask is basically it's a base building survival game, and it's got things like in Asker where you can control tribe members and stuff like that. It's got the unique ability where you can deter or take over, for want of another word, an NPC. Now, certain ones you can take over, and you do that through the mask. You beat their health down to a certain point, and then you press E, and it deters them, where you can then knock them out, view their inventory, take stuff if you want to, kill them, or tell them that you want to control them or recruit them to your tribe. And it's very in depth from what I've seen of it. And once you get into that, you'll see. Now, when you start Shifting Sands, you start down all the way down here on this little island. Now, it depends on the game start you have. If you start the tribe, it gives you a basic boat, which is what I'm on now. And then it'll ask you to go and visit these mysterious ruins. You can farm these, and you go through this ruin all the way to the other side, and you can do these if you want to, and get the crystals. Now, the crystals are these things, as well as I'll find one here. The green crystals. Now, I don't have any, so I can't show you them, but you can see them there on the tooltip. This is the mask, so you press Y, and you'll see you can repair all of these using said crystals. So if you farm that area, again, this area here, you go around these and farm them, they respawn fairly quickly. You could do the whole lot 2, 3, 4 times, and then just get a whole batch of crystals and then repair them. Now, because this is an inherited character, I'd done a whole load of this on the other map. From the starter zone there, they have similar areas where you can just keep farming and farming them to get the relevant crystals. When you're out actually playing this, you get a fog of war all around this, and the way you remove it, so when you see this little eye icon, it's a scout. Now, what you need to do is head over there, and you'll normally have 2 NPCs and an animal like a dog. You kill, what you do is you press Q so you can find out who the scout is, and you can mark it so you can keep your eye on it. and you kill the other two, then you whittle down the health on the scout, so you can press E to deter it. It knocks it out. It then will wake up very quickly afterwards, and then you kill it, and it then removes this fog of war, which is exactly what I've done here. And when you start a new inherited game, it throws you down to a teleport. On the shifting sands, it's here, and it doesn't reveal it. You start way up here by this big gate, cross server thing, I think it is, and then you run down. And as long as you've got enough crystals on you, that's another tip. Make sure you've got a whole batch of those crystals on you and some basic building materials. You can then activate that gate. I then swam across here and activated this gate. There were some boats down here that you can capture and take over. So then I used those on the sand to do the scout here, which revealed this area. I then came down this way, revealed the scout here. This is another scout down there. And it revealed another portal, so I activated that one as well. I don't know where they all are, but I literally just went from here up, killed the scout here, ran around here, got the boat. There's two of them here. And then I ran up here, done the portal, and walked all the way around. This is the crocodile I think you got killed later. And as I say, and then I worked my way around and just visited all the scout camps, one here, one over there, and got the boats. So that's where we are. I'm trying to figure out where the golden masks are, because when you press C and hold it, this is the mask from the non-DLC map, the wilderness one that's in the jungle. You get that when you start. So that came with me, and this is the one you get in Shifting Sands. And if you've got any others, they should appear there as well, apparently. But the good thing about the boat is you get given all of these items. You don't have to build them, and you also get given two chests. So you have one over this side and one over this side. These are what I've built. Now, I would suggest when you go into the chest, you press E, and this is the same on any chest. Go down the bottom here where it says L set storage items. Click it, and then click this pull down menu. You can choose any of these. Do each one. And then once you've done it on the keyboard, on the PC, you press G, and it will transport any items that are relevant to what that storage set is into that chest. So if I hover over this is dishes, that one's semi-finished products, that one's small tools, this is others, minerals, plants, you get the idea. And it then dumps them all in, and then these tables will use any one of them until you get tribe members. You can make everything. If you make it through the table, it will knock your skill up. So if I press tab, character, obviously mine's a higher level, proficiency, it will knock all these items up that you click. These click up as you're crafting stuff. Now your starting character, which is what this is limited. They can go up to 120, I think, or they might even go up to more, I don't know. So that it's way better to use another character, and that's the point of this game, is that you, for some reason, they give you this starting character. You can't delete it or get rid of it or swap to another character and then turn it into a tribes person or something. I haven't found a way around that, because it'd be good to ditch this character and then keep one of the others as your main, but they don't allow it. Now, when you get it, you also get a bonfire, and on Shifting Sands you have to create a tribe to be able to put it down. I'll show you in a second. If you open the craft, you can make things, as I say, like these are, and then if I use them, you can see it's taken my my actual health, still freaking drumstick up. Now if I go into the building box, you see here on the side it's saying Z, which is sleep. Now this, whereas this comes down, that's your food, that's your water, but this, as it comes down, uses your energy bar up. So if I go into this here, press E, grab a bed, pick it in number 6, press number 6, and then see if I can just temporarily put this down. There, I do. 6 again, and then you use the bed, and it's telling you now I've got 76.6 out of 110 morale. So you just sit on it and wait. You'll fall asleep, and then it'll wake you up, and that'll go back up to 110, which is what it's done. And that's how you get your morale back up, through sleep deprivation. Now all these tables will do a different thing. From what I understand, you can make armor, all sorts. You get these seats that were all dotted around the outside here. You put them around the fire, so when you get a tribe member, they will sit there. And what you do is you press Y, and this is your basic menu. So you will start here with the campfire, and you have to train a lot of these up. What you want to do is, as quickly as you can, get the bonfire, do the basics here, all the stone weapons and stuff. And then in this one, get the medium carpentry, beast bone tools, premium food. You then want beast bone weapons and leather gear. And when you're going to do it, fill the whole lot out and do the shipbuilding technique as well. You should have that, I think, on this one. This one here, the bronze, you have to get tribe level 2. And to get tribe level 2, if you just press E on bonfire, this is tribe level 1. To get 2, you've got to fulfill these requirements. And you manually move stuff over, or you can just drag it by clicking this button, and it'll put the relevant items in there. And it's easy to do because you have the tamer rack, it's given to you, and it's easy to make the planks. Build wooden foundations, so you just got to build 10 wooden foundations and upgrade your existing foundations. You'd have to put some base down on the land somewhere temporarily just to make that. And then it wants you to defeat this crocodile. Now, I have not gone that far. I don't know how hard it is. When you get on a boat, if you just press E, it will put you onto your control. So I press E, and now as you can see, this is the starter boat you get. So I've just literally kept it as it is. And if I press M, this here is your nearest barbarian camp. Now this is a good place to farm for materials and stuff, as well as try and get tribe members. And I'll go there now and show you that. If you press R, it gets you out the steering. And you can then run back down. You can use all of the weapons in the game. Now, when you make these weapons, once you get the wood done, you'll be able to make the small box. Obviously, the stone axes and stuff. As you're out and about, you want to create yourself a whip. And each time you make it, you have the chance of making a default grey item, or it goes up to this red, which is the highest tier for that. This is beast bone. This is one that dropped, but that's the highest tier for beast bone. As you can see, I've got a fair bit of the beast bones. I made this one. They started out grey and green, and eventually one of these turned up. So if you make them, and you can just press V, and it'll recycle them if you don't want to keep them. And it's the same for the your armor as well, and your jewelry. All exactly the same. It's all random at how much you get out of it compared to your skill level. Now when you're out here, if you equip your tools, now I haven't got one on me, but you can get a scythe, and that mows these down really quick. It gives you all of your fibre and stuff. The axe does the trees, the pickaxe does the stones, clay and whatnot. So that's how you generally collect stuff. And then when you get your foundations down, you put said foundations into a hotbar, press it, and then you'll see how you can build in the real world. I'll show you that in a minute, but I want to show you this bit first. So if I get my bow on, you press Q. Now that I'm in sight here, so that it's going to attack me. You hold down the Q button, it tells you what that is. Now you're looking on the right top there. That's just a basic NPC. It's got a green little icon on it, so it's not a very good one. The guy over there is a green one. And you go down here, try and find some others if you can see them. If you can't, you'll have to go in and find them. Press Q again. They're all inside. So I've got to kill this character here. He's shooting me. You can dodge them. But that's him gone. And then if I come in here, we'll do a Q on this character. Again, a green one. It's all random what you get in these. And if you switch weapon, if I press 4, you get special. So that knocks them down, and then you get a death box. Again, this is a novice hunter. You look at their death package, you just pick up their rubbish for now because you can reprocess it. Press 0 to put yourself a little bandage. Another top tip is on your bottom last two sections of the hotbar. Put some broth in or food and your bandages. And then you can see you press 0 or 9 for each one. When we go in here, you press Q again. He's rubbish. His mate's rubbish. This is the sword and what do you call it once you do Q again, just to get to see where they are. And that's how you do it. You're looking for someone you like the look of. And most of these on this spawn are pretty grim. He's blue, he's a better one, but he's still not that good. Purple, it's not brilliant. Yeah, the spawn this time is rubbish. All you would do is go in and kill these, so you can do the block and defense side of things. Right click. You go stunned, and then you can really do a good kill on them. And then the other thing, if you do Q again, you can sometimes see chests. There's a chest through the wall here. And then you pick up the relevant items. You can sleep. And also, guys, if you hit some of these things here, as you can see, they drop items. You sometimes get rarer items appear in them. On attack. So this is a labourer. A whole Q on him, you can see where good he is. So he's just a labourer. So he'll probably be an okay one to get for now. So if I hit him with that, and you get him down to just down from half like that, and then you go over to him and you press E, and you get close enough to him. You might have to get his what do you call it down. There you go. And now she is subdued. So if you hold E over, view items, you can view all of her items. Not very good because she's very low level. And you can say, right, I want to recruit you. So view items again. You give her a couple of bandages. So go split. Oh no. A few bandages. Drag them across to her thing. Always give them a broth. For some reason that works better on them. I always give them 2. And she's got the basic items there to do some stuff with. And then you press E again and tell her you want to configure work positions. You say all. So she's not a bad farmer. She's getting up there in the others. And you say, if you say deploy, she will fight by your side. She's got some bad traits, so she's not that good. That's what you're looking at. The minimum of these that you can find, but she's got some okay traits, I suppose. But yeah, so you say confirm. She then will run to your boat now and start working, collecting stuff or whatever it is she can do. And it leaves you to then go on here. So that's how you deploy them. I'm not going to do any more in here because the it's a rubbish spawn. So I will wait and go out and do something else and come back here later. And hopefully they get a better spawn on them. As you see, she's gone out now and she's using her scythe to gather materials. And if you go into your benches and press E, you can say, right, I want some thick rope crafted. So you say add to planned queue. Click this button here, which is maintain stock. Say 20 for now. Save plan. I want to have linen. Add to queue. Do the same kind of thing. Say 20. Save plan. And then you can say I want queue odd at least 5 of them. Okay. Now these will sit in there. If you've got sufficient stock, it'll say it. If it doesn't, it obviously won't. And then you can say specify a caretaker, which is why I've chose her. It'll only let you choose her. Just click on it. Now she will come in and start to work on this. And you can do exactly the same for these other ones. Tell them you want certain items. Same down here, certain weapons and all the rest of it. And then what that tribe member will do is go out, do her usual harvesting and whatever it she's going to do. When she's ready, she'll come back in, either sit down there and take a break, or go straight to whatever workbench and start creating a minimum percentage of the ones you want to maintain stock for. And that's how you maintain them. The more tribe members you get, the easier it gets. And also, if you look at the map, you can see this is 11 to 20 level. 1 to level 10 is here. So that's where you start to level up. Then you come to this area. And then you go from, I don't think so, 11 to 20 is over there as well. So you've got 2 different areas you can go to. This is level 51 to 60, that's too high. 21 to 30, so you could go straight up here and start this area. Or you can come down here and do 16, so you could come here for a bit and then hop over here. These have got salt and copper ores, that's what these are, the mines. A big salt lake here, I don't know where that, I'm guessing that's all full of salt. And over the other side, you've got beast layers, tin. So really you need to have kind of a centralized, or maybe even, yeah, right, so on it, maybe on this island here you could do it. You've got a little copper one there, a little tin up here, or a big tin. If you could somehow, or even build here on the sand. These boats, by the way, let you go on the sand, so you could, I don't suppose there's anything really stopping you if you really wanted to. Just put one here, or maybe up here. Because on the green areas you'll get more wood. In the sand you're going to get it's more barren, so it may be just as easy to build, you know, along the edges here on one of these little islands or something, and then ferry across. Or the other way of doing it is put a base outside of the portal. So somewhere here do a little base, and then somewhere down here you do another little base, so you can quickly get to your teleporters and have a little refuge. That might be a plan, I don't know. I couldn't build anything here on this area if I wanted to. But yeah, it's quite involved really. You do get a building bench. Now if you press E, oh, not E, wrong one, press tab, initially you'll be building from this, which is what you can craft by hand. And you'll be doing these, the foundations and stuff like that. And then all you do is you stick that into your hotbar, and it will then come up with a square in front of you, traditional to other survival games, and you can plonk it down on a safe area on the land there, then build your walls. When you build a bonfire, especially in the wet climate, you have to put a roof over it, because if it rains it puts it out, just so you know. It's the same as an ordinary campfire, that does the same. And when you put it on places like this, you'll have rogue NPCs come out and either attack it or turn around and say they want to join, and it's down to you what you want to do. But that's essentially what it is. I mean, you go up through the tiers and get better and better gear. It's the traditional kind of survival thing, but the difference is you get tribe members in this and you can control them. And then also with the mask, I think is it V? Is it C? You're meant to be able to activate this, and I don't know why mine isn't doing it. You used to get a set of wings. So it says C mimicry, but it's not letting me do it for some reason. Even though I've got the relevant one on, so that one I can choose to put on. That lets you do it. So that's V to, you know, it gives you a stealth kind of thing. And now if I press that one back on, and hold V, it's not doing it. Weird, isn't it? I don't know whether this is to do with the character inheritance, whether it's a bug or not. Because it's remembering my old one, but not this one. Oh, now it's working. That's what you're meant to get, and what that gives you is the wings, so you can fly. That's the other good aspect of the shifting sands. Now it will use energy, but you can fly to certain things. and then you press V to turn it off, and you're like an Egyptian Yamuld from Stargate. But you're like one of those things. But yeah, I haven't really used it much. Apparently, you can dive bomb the ground. I don't know how. But guys, if you've got any ideas and tips and stuff, do comment. As I say, I'm very new to this game, but it looks really good so far. Now, I'm going to quickly show you the other maps so you can see the difference. Bear with me. Okay, so this is the other map. So if I press M, you can see it's a similar kind of thing I've done. When you inherit, you appear down here. If you don't inherit your save, you will start... let me see now, drag it over. You start up here somewhere. And then you have to visit. These are the mysterious ruins that you can farm. If you have the option to toggle a switch that says on log out, it respawns the NPCs, you can then just log out, log in, and infinitely just farm them. It's up to you. The barbarian camps here. The bigger barbarian camps over here. But that's quite a high level to kill. You've got so far the portals here. Portals over there. There is one round here somewhere. I can't remember where, but there is one round here. And you can hop in it and just farm this and put your base down wherever. You've got a tin, copper. I've got to obviously look at these scouts and go around the relevant areas. It's not giving you the text to tell you what level it is unless you clear it, then you can see it. It's a bit different. Another barbarian. I'm guessing this is the saber-tooth thing. So level 2, you have to kill something in there, some saber-tooth. So I've not done any of that, but it's a totally different map, and you can't have boats. You've got all this water, as far as I know, you can't have boats on it. You do get the option though. If I go to this, build them. But if you go ahead and say, right, I want to build them, it's not allowed in the current scene because it's not allowed on this map. So I don't know why they don't take these off. It baffles me. That maybe the devs could do something like that. Other than that, it's all the same kind of thing. This is the foundation you get. So this is the thatch. So that's what it kind of looks like when you make it. And that's all you got to do is something simple like this. Mine's next to the portal. So the portal here. And next to this. So this is one little base. But I will eventually put another one. I'm going to find wherever this portal is up here. And then stick one near it. So if it's around here somewhere, I will probably put a base down here or somewhere around here if it's flat enough. It's just a little place to quickly go to get gear, and then I could farm this or whatever. I mean, I went in there, I was able to do a little bit. I'll press tab. I'm 32 on this character, I'm 40 on the other. So it's I inherited it from this and I've leveled it up, so I could in theory start this game all over again with a level 40 character or 50 character, which is probably what I might end up doing. It's better to start with a max level character because you'll just breeze through all of this, and you can go straight to where the good stuff is, like kill I don't know, this dude up here wherever he is, level up your tribe. It's a shame they don't take over. I don't know if they do. Maybe you could comment whether this level, how do I get it to view it? Grade, there you go. Oh, strange, isn't it? On the shifting sands, you just press E and it gives you an upgrade. And you have to press and hold it and then go into open craft. Whereas this, it's letting you upgrade to bronze pit. How does that work? So have I got to make a bronze? A Y? Interesting. It lets you... Interesting. It lets you make the bronze pit on this map, but not on the shifting sands. You've got to kill Sobek. I think that's who it is. But on this one, you haven't got to do it. Interesting. Okay, so what is involved in upgrading that to a... Let's do a search and do bonfire. What the hell's involved in that? Obviously bronze ingots, but other than that I can do it. Hmm. So now I've got to work out how you make bronze ingots in this game. So, well, that's different. I didn't realise that. So we learn something new every day, don't we, guys? So that's what it is, really. I mean, it's really in depth what you can do if you press and hold. I don't think I've got any tribe members on here. No, I haven't. If I had a tribe member, it's quite in depth what you can get them to do. You can specifically tell them to do a bit of everything, or specific items, or specific benches. And it all depends on the quality of them. You will be going through a few to start with, but I would say, because this map's easier, if you're not that into the boats and all that kind of stuff, flying ships, which I suppose most of us would be, but if you're not, start on this map and then just inherit your character to Shifting Sands. Hopefully, you know, if I inherited this character again, it'd remember the bonfire level. I don't know whether it does, but that'd be handy if it does. And then if you can max out on your character the strength as well, because it gives you a max 2 load. Now you can do all these settings in the config before you start the game to give yourself huge inventories. It's down to how you want to play it. But you could, in theory, take every single item you've got, as well as more of these items here. So you've got yourself a base that's ready to rock and roll out there in the desert. If it's Shifting Sand, you do it too, or the other way to here. That might be a plan. But your tribesmen, as far as I know, on a solo only game, do not go across. Now I've read somewhere you can do them on servers. I've tried setting up a server. It's easy enough to install it, but getting it to run's a different ball game. So yeah, I'm just going to stay as I am for now. Do what I normally do. So a solid game. It looks really good. I like the idea of the tribes and stuff. So I might do a nice playthrough of this, actually. To be honest with you, just carry on from where I am and share what I find like I normally do, guys. If you like my content and what I'm doing, please like, subscribe and hit the notify button. It will help tremendously. And as always, have a great day, evening, night, guys, and take it easy till the next time.